Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot of procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Swift, Braxton, amongst others.
When we see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all. Right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
On third down, Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return this time will go out to the 32-yard line.
Well, certainly not giving much up to the defense on that because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And that timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of the new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. They set up the screen to Foreman. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Well, what a start to the season here. Cincinnati and Cleveland, AFC North rivals, Ohio rivals. I don't know what to make of this division. It feels like anyone could win it, including these Browns.
And you're right about that. And how historic would that be if Cleveland did rise up and take the division? So far, since we've gone to this format, they have not won the division title. They're eager, they're excited, they believe that this could be their year.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. Here's Chubb on the read option. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here's Watson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor?
Now Burrow loses the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side is got it. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey.
Watson. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Yeah, cool.
The catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Foreman is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
York now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
There's no reason why he's not in this fucking game.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time. It's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game. And now it brings up fourth down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I see what's going on.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd and 7. Now Watson.
No, I tried to throw that move as soon as I snapped the ball.
Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Man, good shit.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
Okay,
and what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd and 3. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 17-0 our score after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And his throw here is
Lob, come on.
He didn't just deny a big throw
touch,
there.
not even lob.
Touch
pass, touch pass.
Excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Run to the kicker.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners. And they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Got now the game. Got one guy that got hurt twice.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Oh, that's what the fuck I forgot to do.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Right back to Brown. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Good shit.
In the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's
Brown. Now y'all don't even. Y'all just missed all the gaps on that one.
Pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Man,
this drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body bonus guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Here we go. 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
oh my God. We didn't get in there all that time for that route to develop. Good play. And none of y'all got in there. God,
Despite writing it down on my notes, I
Oh,
never
they
give
all
enough credit to the
yeah.
offensive
I was
line,
getting
and we
thrown
have to
around.
here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Slot man moves right. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Now Burrow. Touchdown.
I think I could have been there.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Evan McPherson for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score Browns 20, Bengals 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is Jakeem Grant. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Joker would block on that.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Chubb running right. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
God,
And he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On first down, Watson. That'll be caught by Foreman. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards. First down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. It's caught, Cooper. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I expect you to do something totally different on that
quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Let's make a play, boys.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. These guys running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Nick Chubb. He scored it well and through the air. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The York on now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
Ooh.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
11 mighty.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Do this, offense.
On 1st down, it's Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Now he's loose again. And finally brought down at the 43. yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Nothing fancy there, a little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They try to throw
You
on
serious?
2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That is caught. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd down, here's Chubb again.
I did not.
This play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Watson now to throw.
Man, they're going to make me pump fake for what? Oh, my God.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Yeah, truck sticking.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 empty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
First down. Here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
3 people on that damn
It'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11, empty, 11 common.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. This is
Oh, wait a minute now.
big play there for Cincinnati.
What's y'all doing over here?
Yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 7-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, we saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
How the hell is Miles Garrett not in this play? What the frick?
Burrow will throw. And he's got
This
it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki from 21 yards away. And the Bengals are able to cut into
How
this
the hell is he
deficit
not
here in
in
the
this
final minute of the 3rd.
That don't even make no goddamn
This
sense.
opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Grant sets to return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 113 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. Now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
My goddamn.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Madden.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
11 MT. Tight. 11 MT. Tight.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 210 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
I think you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Myles Garrett in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Watson hands this to Foreman. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Foreman. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Foreman powering ahead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and 5. Third down, here's Foreman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
A 45-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here we go. 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 64 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
And the Bengal first down.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. That's complete once again. It's Gesicki. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
Gun. Stop.
A final shot now for Burrow. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.